All right, so welcome back. Hopefully, all of you guys are having a fabulous day here today. Hopefully, everybody's having a good time and everything associated. As you all know, we are almost there to the global launch for the one and only Persona 5, the Phantom X. I hope you guys are excited for it. I hope you guys are ready for it. Today, let's hop into things and talk about the beginner banner, which is the sort of important thing. This is a guaranteed 5-star banner that you can go and pull into, which pretty much have a low pity. It gives you the character associated to what you pick. There's out of 3 options. One that's like the correct option. The other 2 are still good options, but there is one correct option. Wanted to make sure you guys know it before going into it, and again, know what to pull for and sort of get, basically, right? As always, new to the channel, like and subscribe. It helps out a ton. Comment down below, Joker, be subscribed. If you want to enter a giveaway, we'll be announcing winners starting on launch day up till maybe a week or so. We'll see how many winners we can get out, but be ready for it. And just again, be subscribed, comment down below, Joker, in any format. If you've already done it, good to go. So let's hop into it over here. Let's check out what is this. So pretty much over here on the TW version, even when you start your account at later dates, you still have this as like a permanent event. It is a beginner event. That's what it is, right? It's designed to be, hey, if I start the game 3 months from the start of the game, 9 months, 10 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, who knows, right? It's there planted into the game because these characters are still pretty good, right? One of them out of the batch that lasts, again, a decent amount of time to the game, so that you can just, you know, be able to pick up this banner and have a 10 out of 10 unit just like that, right? Pretty much that's how this is designed over here. For global launch, this is not exactly what you'll see. You'll see one banner here, you will see your Joker banner here, and you'll see a third banner, which is like the actual like standard gacha, right? So like these pulls over here are considered the standard currency. These standard pulls go over here to the standard banner when, again, you'll see it. What your standard banner will look like is more of this, not exactly this, but more of this, and pretty much it'll be down here for you guys to go and pull on. If that is something that you care for, that's again how that's going to work. And you can see right here, this is the standard currency, and this is the standard currency. This is the premium currency. Just remember, this game operates a little bit differently than most. It just constantly has reruns, and they also have account-specific reruns apparently too. So just remember that that's how it works. That's why there's so many banners active right now. This is the main rate up. This is the new character that's launched recently, which again is the premium currency right there. So keep that in mind. But here we go. This is what the banner looks like. After 50 pulls, you can actually pity one of these characters here. That being the P5, basically P5 collaboration. That's the, again, starting event that's coming to the game over here, which is pretty nice. That is, again, where you get Joker, and then these 3, that's everything coming with this content update, basically, called 1.0. All right? Now, after putting 50 pulls in, you can then select one character you see fit. But yes, that means you can pull between Panther, Skull, and Mona over here. Depending on who you want, you can do that. First things first, we already talked about this in like a previous video where we went over like, hey, these are the best 5 stars in the game. If you were to see like tier list rankings, in CN, the one character who remains to be very freaking good with like no sort of fall off, it really does remain to be Panther. Panther is just a 10 out of 10 pickup and probably like one of the best characters to kind of get here. It's up to you on how you want to do things. Like, for example, Prime recommends you pick Panther here and you pick Panther through the freebie event, making you get like an A1 Panther. If that's what you want to do, that is a definitely like pretty good way to like start your account. It's up to you if that's something that you're gonna sort of go for, or you're gonna switch it up and try to get Skull or something else associated. There's multiple ways to play this one, but let's say just strictly off this event, the one thing you need to confirm and the one thing you need to grab definitely will be at least the one copy of Panther. Panther is 10 out of 10, and there is no doubt about that. Building her, DPS, everything for the category that she is in, she is still great. Like, again, given tier list rankings, after how much time, whatever it is, Panther remains to be one of the better 5 stars. And for global especially, it'll be there for a very long time. That, again, she will be a very, very solid and a very, very like per se, Joker might do a little bit less moving forward, but still after a while at A3, this character is doing very, very good. So that's kind of where it stands there. That's not to discredit what Skull is. Skull is still very good for whatever like associated and everything like that. I will say that still Panther is the better one to kind of aim for, but if you do need physical element over here, you get more of an assassin build and more of an assassin class here. That's this character. There is, again, a lot going for Skull in the bossing category. If that's, again, more of your style, he does better there versus doing better in just general content. Bossing is where he shines, but in both contents, Panther is shining, right? The thing is also with sort of Mona, you don't really need to pull. And the reason is because you literally get like the launch character for free, which is enough for you, right? Basically cattle, okay? You get cattle right at the start, and that kind of does what Mona does, but just maybe, you know, a little bit better to a degree. Not saying that, again, Mona is bad, but, you know, you still have something that kind of mediates the requirement of that. Something I also want to make clear, just so you know, and this is also just information that maybe you may not have been seeing, but remember, this is a beginner banner. Doesn't mean that it's just these 3 characters on the banner. You can pull the other characters on the banner as well, which are like Yao Ling and the other ones associated to the launch of the game. Those characters are all on here, so it depends on how you also plan your reroll process. That will plan on how you want to pull things. Like, for example, Prywin recommends, like, okay, if you would like to, there's 2 methods of kind of approaching the game, whether that be like you pull one copy of Panther and then go for the second Panther, because Panther at A1 is like super good, which, again, depending on if you want to go for that, yes, Panther is a great character. People are already planning, like, okay, I'll just dupe out Panther while I'm at it. A1 Panther, if you don't know what she does, basically it increases all allies attack by 17% for 1 turn when you are in concentration. So, you know, it's a pretty solid buff up, and yes, it does help her a bit, and it does help her at launch, or it's by going the alternative and pulling other characters, let's say like Yao Ling, who's really good as well. You get her, and then you get, you know, Panther separately, or you go, hey, I pulled Skull, and then I pick Panther. That also can be your kind of way of doing things. Remember, still, it's a game that incorporates, hey, I want multiple characters to be able to like run multiple contents, because some characters are, again, for example, Skull, not that great in general content, but in bossing they do far better. Like, again, that kind of thing, which other characters also inherently do. It's not that it's just this over here, like Soy, for example. Again, a bossing character at heart, comparatively speaking to his general combat, not the best. So again, it's, hey, would I rather go dupe out a character, or would I rather have multiple characters to build a full 5-star team? Because again, in this game, yes, 4 stars fully work, and they're going to work for a while at launch. Obviously, as the game progresses, that's not always going to be the case, but for launch, it's going to be the case for a very long time. Yes, the 4 stars are worth it and definitely great to build, but if you can substitute maybe a 5-star character in for a specific content, maybe that would be the better idea. As for launch right now, in you know, some stuff, the 5-star characters reign supreme. That again being Skull, Panther, Joker, correct? So in this case, depending on how you want to do things, but in my opinion, what am I doing? The TLDR, I'm probably going to be just hard sending Panther. If I do pick somebody else up on the way there, beautiful, love to see it. It is a higher rate up, by the way. Can I show you the rate up actually? So you can obviously, maybe you can read this, I don't know. But it's a 0.8% chance to pick up a 5-star in this banner, which, by the way, that's not the normal rate when it comes to like the 110. The 110 is lower, right? It's obviously because that's how it's designed. It's 1.2. It's 0.2, and then over here, for example, it's 0.8. So it is like the higher rate up. So it's technically much better chance to pull something. So if you are pulling something, let's say you pull Skull, go Panther. Let's say you pull Panther, you can say, I want an A1 Panther now, which is fully fine. Or you could say, I'm going to pick Skull. Which, again, it depends on if you would think, okay, that 17% increase to all allies is great, or I'd rather have Skull just to have him. At least I can use him for a while. And again, Skull's not going to remain just like, you know, maybe Joker. He's not going to remain to be like the best character. He'll definitely have a huge fall off. But at least for like the few months of the game, right, until you get more hardcore raw DPSs, at least you got the guy, yeah? Or again, full send A1 Panther. I still think that Mona is definitely maybe a no-go. You can kind of avoid that one. It depends if you want that, but I say for the most part, like, aim Panther, aim Skull, aim A1 Panther, that's also a definite option. Prywin suggests that is an option if you would like to, but again, it's fully up to you on how you want to do things. But for me, I'm going to pull the 1 copy of Panther, hope I get Skull. If I you know, don't pull Panther, then I have to go pick Panther. It's like a must, if you were to say. So if I pull Skull early, if I pull somebody else early, if I don't pull anybody early, well, that sucked. then it's a whole different ball game. I still have to pick Panther only, but I hope that at least I start off with something of the bunch, right? But yeah, that's the quick talk over here. That's the beginner banner explained. Hopefully you guys have a good time over here. Pretty much, it's not 50 pulls either. I'm pretty sure it's discounted, so it's like 40 pulls for 50. It says 50, but you only do 40 pulls, pretty much, because it counts towards that. So it's a discounted banner as well, not just a beginner banner. So it's not bad for what it is. Cool.